Hello guys, welcome to the 3D market commentary for today, Monday the 25th of April. The disclaimers are up there on the top left hand side of the screen. Please read them, even if you need to pause the video to do so. Now the 3D market commentary is a video that we do to accompany our email that we send out to our free members every day. In that email, we have information on major world markets looking at three major statistical elements. So that's why we call it a 3D market commentary. And I'll have a look at that in a minute for today and show you the statistics. Before we do that, just to show where you can go for support. So you've got email addresses down here, Becky@tradewithufos.com and support@tradewithufos.com. There's also this link here, which is tradewithufos.com/Becky, which will take you to this link. And from this page, you can get different apps and platforms. You can scroll down and get one-on-one coaching if you'd like. And if you scroll down a bit further, you can log in for free and ask questions here, or you may find somebody else has already asked the question, in which case the answer is already there as well. Okay, so different places you can go for support. Now let's bring up the email that we send out every day, which is here on the left-hand side. This is today's one, of course, with today's relevant information. And everything is, of course, linked to the markets. So we've got our charts on the right-hand side as well. So the three different elements that we look at per market are here. The first one is what we call market climate. Now, with the market climate, it is essentially saying, where is the likely upcoming direction? Is that market likely to go up or down or nowhere? We use an app to help us. It's called AutoClimate. It's a free app on most platforms. You can get it on. And AutoClimate shows us where the probabilities lie with these dots. Now, if you ignore the lines and just focus on the dots, then we can see what they mean. A thick red dot means probability down. A thick blue dot would mean probability up, and a thin dot of either colour means probability neither way. So we'll look at that per market to see where the probabilities lie for today. And we'll look at buy and sell UFOs. Buy and sell UFOs essentially show us where unfilled orders are. That's what it stands for, unfilled orders. Meaning, where do we have buyers, shown by the green UFOs, that could push price up? And where do we have sellers, shown by the red UFOs, that could push price down? So we'll look at that per market as well. Then we will look at market volatility, which is essentially how quickly do we expect these markets to move. So we'll start with the S&P 500. I'm just going to move this over a little bit here. We'll start with the S&P 500, which is the top 500 US stocks. And bear in mind, everything we're looking at here is relevant to a daily chart. So different things happen on different time frames. What we're looking at is to do with a daily time frame. So S&P 500 has a thick red dot, probability to the downside. And we have sellers up here between 45.09 to 44.32.75. And we have buyers down here at 39.83.75 to 39.33.75. Now, current price is in between at 42.36.75. So overall, what we're saying here is that we have probability down from the climate, and we're not close enough to either buyers or sellers that could push price up or down respectively for what we have on the chart right now. So overall, probability to the downside coming just from the climate there. Now, in terms of volatility, we would expect movement in 1 year up or down of 30.05%. So in a day, that's 80.07 points. In a week, 176.26 points. And in a month, 366.92 points. So that's movement up or down that we would expect within those given periods of time. So that's the S&P 500, top 500 US stocks. Now moving on to the next market, which is crude oil. Now, just as we load this and squidge it so we can see what we need to see, let's just show you here about the different courses that we offer and what you have available to you. So we do different courses in futures, stocks, forex, backtesting, trading plans, and psychology. Now, most of the courses come with a 3-month complimentary access to the apps. Now, AutoClimate, which is this one here, is a free app on most platforms that you can use it on. Auto UFOs, which is the one that shows us the buyers and sellers. This is an app that's a paid for monthly subscription, and what you pay per month depends on which platform you use. Now, you can subscribe directly to the Auto UFOs. You don't have to have a course in order to use them. You can subscribe directly to them. However, most of the time, getting a course and getting 3-month complimentary access to the apps, depending on which platform you use, works out to be cheaper than it would be to just use the apps for 3 months. So check that out, see what works best for you. So, crude oil, thick red dot, probability down. We also have sellers very close to us or closer to us between 105.42 to 99.88. We have buyers quite far away between 80.47 to 77.83. So overall probability to the downside here for crude oil. Now in terms of volatility, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year on crude oil of 51.15%. So in a day, that's 3.14 points. In a week, 6.91 points. And in a month, 14.38 points. So that's crude oil. Now the next market is gold. So let's load this. And then just to highlight down here about coaching and support that is on offer to you. We do a lot of coaching and support for free online, videos that you can watch, places you can go to ask questions, you can email us and we'll support you. We also have a, what do we call it? All asset advanced coaching, that's what it's called. Basically a more advanced coaching that you can subscribe to. It's a small monthly fee that gives you access to more resources and live trading videos. Okay, gold. Thick red dot, probability to the downside. Now we have sellers up here between 2003 to 1962.7. And we have buyers down here between 1815.8 to 1788.5. Overall, we're kind of in between them at the moment at 1898.3. So overall, probability to the downside for gold coming from the climate. In terms of volatility, we'd expect in 1 year a movement of 18.97%. So in a day, that's 22.84 points up or down. In a week, 50.28 points. And in a month, 104.67 points, either up or down. Okay, the next market is the US dollar. So let's load this. So with the US dollar, we have a bit of a conflicting thing going on at the moment with the US dollar, and let me explain. We have a thick blue dot, probability to the upside. However, we have gone more than 3 times longer to the upside than we usually would do. So we're overextended to the upside. So that's something to bear in mind. Still have probability up, but just less than if we weren't overextended. So we have probability up, but slightly less than we should do. And we also have sellers that we've just hit here. Those sellers are between 103.96 to 101.555. So overall, we have sellers pushing down right now, and we have buyers pushing up right now. Who will win? Who knows? No one knows who has more buyers or sellers, who has more orders here. All we can do is allow it to clear itself in one direction or the other to give us clearer probabilities, either up or down, and therefore leave it alone for now, would be my suggestion. In terms of volatility on the US dollar, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 9.1%. In a day, that's 0.58 points. In a week, 1.28 points. And in a month, 2.67 points, either up or down. So that's the US dollar. The next market is bakkt Bitcoin, which is here. So with Bitcoin, we have a thick red dot, probability down. We have sellers just here between 42,842.5 to 38,882.5. So kind of just very close to those sellers right now. And a little way to go before we hit buyers down at 32,820 to 31,650. Overall probability down on Bitcoin, with a bit of room to go before we would have pressure to the upside. In terms of volatility on Bitcoin, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 67.63%. But in a day, that's 1,641.49 points. In a week, 3,613.57 points. And in a month, 7,522.25 points. So that's backed Bitcoin, and that's the last of our markets. Now moving on here to our weekly economic calendar, which we get from fxstreet.com. We filter by high impact news. We want to know which scheduled news reports are likely to have an impact on the market to increase volatility, make them move a little bit more. Why? Because that increases risk, can increase reward as well, but as traders we want to know where our risk might go up. So for today, being Monday the 25th, we have news coming out at 11 a.m. Eastern that could affect the Canadian dollar or Canadian markets, so be aware of that. Any questions, you can email me, Becky@tradewithufos.com, or you can go to tradewithufos.com/Becky. Get yourself different apps and platforms from the top here. Book one-on-one coaching if you'd like to. And then, like I said before, you can scroll down, ask questions here, log in for free to ask the question, or you may find somebody else has already asked it. The answer's already there for you. Okay, today being Monday, I will wish you guys a great start to your trading week, and I will see you later on in the week. Take care. Bye-bye.